Paris Hilton's My New BFF. The creative output of Miss Hilton is prolific and extremely varied. She has been in several reality TV series, has her own music, decor line, makeup line, skincare line, basically anything you can sell, she probably has her name on it. But a project many people might not have heard of is one of her many reality TV shows, My New BFF. Released in 2008, it was quite the spectacle at the time, and was a welcome change from the onslaught of unimaginative, boring reality TV being manufactured in the mid-2000s. It was also probably a welcome change of pace for Paris, whose career and fame by that time was slowly depleting, just as the socialite scene of the late 2000s was being slowly rehabbed and reshaped in time for the arrival of social media in the 2010s. The show was originally the idea of writers Jed Elenoff and Scott Thomas, whose most exciting work by that point was Celebrity Deathmatch and 50 Most Shocking Celebrity Scandals. It was also produced by Flavor of Love and America's Most Smartest Model producer, Michael Hershorn. Reflecting on the absurd idea of putting people together to compete to be somebody's friend, let alone best friend forever, Jed said, "At the time, it felt like reality TV shows had reached their peak, and our show felt like a parody of a reality TV show at the time. We just thought, what else can we possibly compete for on a reality TV show? How stupid can it get?" Audiences didn't want character-driven stories that played that slowly over a season anymore. They wanted to watch people drink bull semen for 100 grand. We thought the prize of best friend was an appropriately absurd idea for where we were at in the history of the world. But it couldn't just be anyone's best friend. It needed to be someone everyone wanted to hang out with. This was also the era that gave birth to the word celebutant, and Paris Hilton was the queen of celebutants. In March 2008, Access Online put out an article to promote the casting for My New BFF, and included a statement by Paris herself that said the show will teach the secrets of celebrity living, how to turn your enchanted life into a multi-million-dollar brand, how to manage public feuds and always rise above, how to survive scandal and then make it work for you, all the while wearing 6-inch heels. It was also announced that the public could vote for potential contestants for the show on the website parisbff.com, which is interesting because a month later, a whole round of negative press hit the show before it's even started filming, caused by an anonymous source who supposedly went to the show's open casting in New York and didn't have many positive things to share about the experience. The turnout at the New York City casting call for Hot Bit and Fierce Guys turned out a paltry 40 to 50 people, according to most reports from insiders. In fact, at least one media outlet that was genuinely interested in doing a story on the process of casting the newest Hilton hanger-on was told at the last minute that no press would be better than any press. Paris, inspired by the rounds of damage control that she'd done since her 23-day stint in jail, in which she told reporters that she was planning a charity trip to Rwanda and would be building transitional home for women leaving prison, was quick to log into MySpace and address the negative press at hand. Hey there, set boys and girls. Current mood, confident. Just to clear up any misinformation you may have heard, there are no open calls for the show. Everyone they invite has applied through the site, and they've picked out the best contenders to interview. With so many applications to go through, they are trying their utmost best to read and contact everyone from the official casting application. Every event is exclusive and handpicked by invitation only. I didn't want my potential BFFs to have to wait in long open call lines. So whoever made up that there wasn't a big turnout has no idea what they're talking, and just another lie on the internet as usual. But who cares? I don't pay attention to the haters. I only pay attention to you. My true friends and supporters, love you guys. However, US Today reported that not only were casting calls listed on websites such as realitywanted.com, but a group of wannabe Hiltons had to wait for one call at Nikki Beach, then those who made the cut were directed to a second round at the Shoreham Hotel. OK Magazine reports that the scene was pure chaos. The show eventually starts filming near the end of May and finishes sometime during summer. Paris goes on a quick promotional tour and visits Ellen to talk about the show, where she messes up when she reveals the gender of the winner.
How much have you hung out with that person?
Oh, everyone's asking that. People don't think I have, but we really have. We've been hanging out all summer.
Really?
In person, yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. But she's not a BFF. She's someone that you're obligated by contract to hang out with for a little while, right?
I can't say if it's a boy or girl, but the person who won is definitely my best friend.
Well, you said she a minute ago, so we now know it's a girl.
No, it was not. No, I'm with you, so I said she.
No. Anyway, all right, so
The show premieres on the 30th of September with 19 contestants later that year, and debuts with the same kind of chaotic drama that usually surrounds any Paris Hilton project. In the first episode alone, 5 contestants are kicked off the show, so they don't even end up in any of the promotional material for the show. Paris kicks off 4 of the girls in part 1 because she decides she doesn't like the look of them, and in part 2, she kicks off 1 of the girls who didn't trust her makeover suggestions. Pretty wild stuff. Throughout the show, the contestants take part in challenges that show if they have the ability to be Paris Hilton, such as their business savvy or their ability to party, as well as if they have the ability to worship Paris herself. In one episode, they have to make speeches about their undying devotion to Paris, which include the material like, "You're beautiful, you're inspiration, you're so inspiring," and "I waited a very long time to finally feel your presence, and I still very much want to share with you my energy. Thank you for being the beautiful free spirit that you are." There was also an episode where the contestants have to take part in a 24-hour party challenge where we get to see if they can keep up with Paris as she moves from club to club. Turns out it's more tiring work than you would guess. Reflecting back on the episode in which she was eliminated, Beige said, "My body couldn't handle it. We were awake for going on 3 days, definitely 2. I slept throughout the second club and didn't take part in the task the next day. I was wearing heels, I just needed to take a seat. We had all barely eaten. One girl apparently passed out from exhaustion." Beige was eventually eliminated when Paris saw her asleep on a couch in a club and told her, "This isn't awake. It's a party. Wake up." There was also a really funny quote when Paris thought one girl was partying too hard and said, "That girl is up there looking like Courtney Love." However, even though the 24-hour party challenge probably doesn't sound too bad, taking inspiration from its equally ridiculous and mean-spirited sister, America's Next Top Model, there were also many humiliating challenges, such as in episode 4, the contestants are tasked with creating a commercial for a Paris Hilton product on a studio set, as a male advertising executive judges them. It's excruciating viewing. The executive tells one contestant that she's too fat to model Hilton's jeans. "You're selling jeans? You don't even fit into them. Maybe you should get a gym membership and do crunches." Ouch. But what's worse than the humiliating challenges is that many of the contestants have since come forward to say that the producers actively encourage excessive drinking in order to increase the opportunity for drama. A lot of the producers really condone drinking. They wanted us to be drinking all day. All of which the producers deny, but it's most probably true. The show's eventual winner, Brittany Flickinger, has also said that she believes she was picked and groomed early on to be the eventual winner, saying, "I kind of knew I was going to win because I was cast different to other people. I was coached more. They would tell me I was going to win without saying it." Having watched a few episodes, I definitely think that Brittany shouldn't have won, and the title of BFF should have gone to Ange Movement, who is definitely the most entertaining contestant. In episode 3, when all the contestants go to an amusement park to see who can still look their best while in difficult positions, because you gotta look good on a roller coaster, duh, Ange gets over his fear of roller coasters just to show how much he wants to be Paris's new BFF.
Please, I don't want to do it. I want to be your friend so bad, but this is really too much for me. I really beg you. I won't really do anything. I really just can't do it, Paris.
And ends up vomiting in a bin while still looking chic with a Parliament cigarette in his left hand. He's eventually eliminated in episode 4 when Paris thinks he's the fakest out of all the contestants and that he thinks the show is just a game, which it was. The show's finale premieres on December 2nd, crowning Brittany as the winner, and reviews of the show came in, written in that usual derisive 2000s tone, before people had even accepted Paris as some kind of pop culture god, and back when people used to praise David Letterman for chopping up Paris in her post-jail interview. There have been plenty of arguments over the years against the existence of God, and Paris Hilton has to be one of them. Here, in a bleached and artificially tanned package, is proof positive that you don't have to be talented, intelligent, or even moderately nice to achieve more than the usual trappings of success. Hilton has survived and thrived, her bout with incarceration a mere smudge in the rearview mirror, her perfume business possibly recession-proof, because really, do teens know how to spend their allowances wisely, her TV career at an all-time high. There were also some really funny reviews that some people left on IMDb back in 2008 that I think are worth having a quick look over. but negative reviews persisting, the show still did incredibly well with viewers, and its finale posted the highest rating among all cable television for the 12 to 34 age range that season. The show reached over 81 million total viewers, with over 36 million coming from NTV's 12 to 34 core demographic. After the immense success of the first season, the producers announced they had the intention to build My New BFF into a global franchise, with Paris searching for BFFs around the world. While season 1 was being released on TV near the end of 2008, Paris was in London filming Paris Hilton's British Best Friend, which premiered on January 29, 2009, and then she went on to film the second season of My New BFF in the US. Afterwards, she went on to film Paris Hilton's Dubai BFF in mid-June 2009, and that was the last we heard of My New BFF. She would go on to take part in The World According to Paris in 2010, which did terribly and wasn't renewed for a second season. She would eventually give her final word on My New BFF, saying, "Producers call almost every day from every country around the world wanting me to do BFF shows. Italy, Germany, Russia, Japan, I've been offered to do it everywhere. But I feel like I've really grown up and the show is something that was really fun, but I'm 30 years old now and I feel like I moved on from that show." You're probably thinking that Paris took her money and never spoke to any of the contestants ever again, but surprisingly, she actually speaks to some of them, well, the ones that are still obsessed with her at least. Speaking of his relationship with Paris, who actually helped him secure a visa to stay in the US by writing immigration a recommendation letter, Onch Movement has said, "I actually created a genuine friendship with her, which is so surprising. We have movie days, watching Legally Blonde and other chick flicks like Practical Magic without any makeup, just relaxing with a glass of wine, chatting about horoscopes and girls. You know, we gossip." Good for him. Do you think you would have won My New BFF? Where does My New BFF place in the iconic portfolio of Miss Paris Hilton? Do you have any friends? Let me know in the comments down below, like the video, and subscribe if you're new.
Okay, well, what am I to do? Like, if it's there, you know, I have a schlong.